So another thing we need to do quite commonly is move or copy data around. So before we do this, of course, it's crucial to have what open input file we have. In this case, we have our archive data, but it's very important to set our destination file. So in this case, we're going to go to our new site that we've created, this data2. So we've stipulated that now as a destination. Hit OK. Then we want to go to move. So we're going to move, copy series data. So let's copy just some water level data. So it comes up with this box here, and it's going to copy series data of kind instantaneous, which it normally is. Don't worry about the gap tolerance, just leave those defaults. We're not copying ratings. But now we need to select our data. So if we go into data, let's select this as a water level or lake site, and we're going to copy, say, from the 1st of January to the 7th of July. So 6-7 months worth of data. We're not going to select it all, just that period only. OK that. And then we've got to make sure the destination file is set correctly. So we need to browse for that. We're going to select our, if we haven't already done so, our new file we've created or where we want the data to go. So once you're happy with that, you're happy with the site number, we don't need to change that. We've selected the data, we hit OK. It tells us there the site's been copied. So to see that data now, we need to go into this destination file. See, the source was our archive here, the destination was this new file. So if now we go in and open that, we can either go open or select it in our last viewed option here. So we go to our data 2. You'll see there's the Manipuri data there. There's a couple other files in there. So we can look at that data we've just copied, sitting there, and we can list it. List the screen. There's a water level and mean sea level, date and time. So copying's quite easily and quite useful at times when you want to move data around and send it to people. So an important thing to remember is before we do any editing on the data, we want to copy it like we have here to a separate file, like our demo data2 file. It's our own file we've created. It doesn't matter if we mess it up. Rather than edit on the archive or the other file, we're going to edit on our own separate working file, as we call it. And then once we're happy with it, we can then send it back to the archive. When we have the data sitting in its own directory like this, when we display it, so we look at all the data. So if I go in here and select all the data that I've copied across, and we do a graph of that, so we'll do a graph and zoom. You see it's picked up record here which has a spike in it at this end. So it's got a problem. If I zoom into that last section here, there's a gap here and there's a spike here. So we may want to do these edits at some point. Let's zoom that up a bit more. So we obviously want to take the spike out, which is incorrect, to see why there's a little bit of data missing here. These sort of things get done on our working directory, such as this one here, not on the archive. So that's why we take it separate out of the system, if you like, into a separate file, work on it, then copy it back.